Hey, real quick, I want to show you how you can edit audio, and this is just going to be a real quick and dirty crash course kind of thing. And you may be using some other kind of audio software, so it's not going to be exactly the same. But I'm going to show you using Audacity, which is a free, open source, cross-platform program that is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. And this is, I've used a lot of commercial software for editing audio. I always come back to Audacity. It's got all of the features that I need. It's maybe a little clunky, maybe not as pretty as some of the other ones, but it's free, it's open source, and cross-platform, and those are three things that I really like. So let's look at this file right here. So I've got an MP3 file, and I'm just going to drag it up here into Audacity, and it opens up, and the first thing that we see two tracks here. That's because it's a stereo track. Typically for a game, for an app on a mobile device, you don't need stereo. What stereo gives you is nothing other than taking up twice the space. So the first thing to do is change it to mono. Is you could split the stereo track, or there's this other thing here, split stereo track to mono. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and split stereo track because I know a lot of software, that's all you can do with it. The problem is now you can see up here you have a left channel and you have a right channel. And if you've got two speakers on your mobile device, if you just use, let's see, we'll get rid of this one here. We only use this one. It's only going to come out of the left channel. That's not what you want. You want to actually convert this to mono. So right in here, mono, left channel, right channel, I'm just going to select mono. Now this audio file, once I save it out using it in an app, it'll come through, if there's multiple speakers, come through both of them at the same time, and that's what you want. I'm going to go ahead and undo this so that this is where we started from. We've got the stereo track here. Up under tracks in Audacity, you can just hit this thing right here, stereo track to mono, and we're done. So it's just a one-step thing there. So let's go ahead and listen to this for a second. Okay, we've got frogs there, and when it starts, it starts fine, but when it ends very abruptly. So listen to this. It just stops, and in some cases, when you have an abrupt ending there, it's meant for the track to loop. But I don't find that this ending and beginning match up very well to loop. So what I'm going to do is, very simply, I'm going to just drag my cursor here and select that. And then I'm going to go under Effect, and I'm going to choose Fade Out. And that's all I have to do. So now at the end, this is just going to fade to nothing. And that's it. So I'm not going to go into any more. The only thing I have to do now is just go to File and pick Save Project. Now if I pick Save Project, yeah, it's going to be saving as an Audacity project file, which is not really what we want. If I want to go in here and edit and undo and different things like that later, then I might want to save this project. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to export and then choose the type of file. It's MP3, and then where I want to save it. And in this case, I'm going to be saving it right over the top of the original file. You can put in all of these different tags if you want. I'm just going to leave them. And now I have in here an MP3 file. It's basically the same length. It sounds exactly the same, except at the end it'll fade out. Perfect, exactly what I need. So there's a little crash course in editing audio. It's not that hard. Play around with it. If you need to do more than that, there are audio editing courses out there that you can get into. But it's not rocket science.